Bangladesh, to the people of Bangladesh, to the government of Bangladesh, we are very, very grateful. I feel the sentiment of the people, I feel the support of the people. Not only they just stay, but they really support us. From their heart, they do support us in every mean they can. I think if Bangladesh is in the border with Palestine, I think we would have solved this problem, I'm sure, for a very long time. If you have a border with us. But unfortunately, you're very far. You're not in heart. You're not far. In feeling, you're not far. But geography, you are far. So believe me, this kind of support shown by the people and the government of Bangladesh means a lot for our people. This gives the strength to our people to continue their struggle and to continue to resist the occupation. Because in Palestine, they kept us with three choices. We have to choose one. It's either we leave the country, abandon our country, and leave it for the Zionists, or we have to accept the occupation and live without dignity, or to resist the occupation. So I think any human being will take the third choice, resisting occupation. And that is the nature of the people of Palestine, just like the nature of the other nations. And that's what we're doing. See, when the government of Palestine came to power, 2005, they took a decision that there will be no armed struggle. It will be, the resistance will be a peaceful resistance. Only peaceful resistance, nothing more. But since that time, what is the reaction of Israel toward us? They confiscated more land, they demolished more houses, and they built more settlements on our territory. And nothing to peace. They did nothing to peace. The killing has not stopped. Since 1948 till today, the killing of the Palestinian civilians mainly has not stopped until today. But unfortunately, the West sees the issue in the Middle East from one eye only. We want the West to look at it from both eyes. See what's going on in Palestine and see what's going on in Israel on the other side, and be fair. But unfortunately, they have not acted fairly at all. More than that, lately they have shown unexpected and unprecedented position, giving license to Israel to kill as much as possible from the Palestinian people, and not even mentioning one word of those men, women, and children in the occupied Palestinian territories. This is, I think, they should feel ashamed. They should feel ashamed. The history will punish them. They have not done anything that they should feel proud of. It's nothing to feel proud of to support a racist regime against people under occupation. There is nothing heroic about that. We are always grateful to the people and the government of Bangladesh, and we will always be. And the people of Palestine as well, all of them. We feel that we are in debt to you, people of Bangladesh. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your kind and tremendous support.
Yes, yes. So almost all countries are supporting Palestine. But still, this weird situation not resolved. Why?
I cannot hear you, please. The whole world supported Palestine.
Almost supporting
I
Palestine,
agree.
but still, uh,
Most of the
where
countries support Palestine.
but
Yes.
still,
Yes.
where condition not resolved. Why?
Look,
What do you
there
think?
is two kinds of support. One is I express my support to you, but I don't mean it. And I do nothing to exercise that support. And the other one, they do exercise their support. Unfortunately, the main power, let me be very clear, the United States of America and the major player in Europe, especially the Security Council member, they did express their support to the two-state solution, but none of those countries has shown us anything practical toward this aim. None of them. Because Israel was always saying no, 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 no. So what did they do against this no? Nothing. The only thing is they express concern. They only express concern. It doesn't work. Unfortunately, Israel understands one language. If they feel that the international community, the main player of the international community, means business, they will abide with the international law and they withdraw their troops from our territory and they will allow us to establish our independent state and live in harmony and dignity like any other nation on this earth. This is a million euro or $1 million or $1 million question. If they, everything behind it a will. Everything. When Israel have the will to make peace, believe me, it will take us 30 days and everything will be done. 30 days, 30 days, if they have the will. But they don't. Look, Israel is very clear about this issue. There is no state for the Palestinians. So the whole world say two-state solution, and Israel alone and only Israel said no, it's only one state. It's only Israel. There will be no state in Palestine. So the question, the answer is lying with them. Now they have reasons. There's no reasons at all. This is our land, our territory, our ancestors. If your holy book says it's our land, and you're saying something else, then where did we come from? Where did we come from? We are living in Palestine from 4000 BC. 4000 BC in Palestine. And that you can find it in Torah. It's where they came from. How can you claim something doesn't belong to you? It belongs to us. And yet, we have accepted that you take 78% of the land for the state of Israel and only 22% for Palestine. Although there are 6 million people and we are in and out 15 million people. And yet we accept 22%. And give them. And yet they still want to take this 22%. That's why they use all kind of force, all kind of method to drive us out of our country, of what's the main for our country. That is the exact and main intention. And all the scenes prove what I'm saying.
Can you tell us a little bit about the special relationship between, although this is not related to the war, but the special relationship between President Yasser Arafat and our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman? Do you have knowledge of their relationship?
Although this relationship, due to the tragedy happened to Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, it ended in 1975. It was a tragedy not only for the people of Bangladesh, it was a tragedy for humanity itself. The relation between the two leaders was an extraordinary relation. There was an incident took place in 1974 during the OIC conference in Lahore, when at that time Pakistan and Bangladesh there was no recognition. They did not recognize, Pakistan did not recognize them. President Yasser Arafat arrived to the meeting and discovered that Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is not in the meeting. So he insisted that Sheikh Mujibur Rahman must be invited and must come to represent his country in the OIC. It was supported by the Hawari media, the president of Algeria, and the foreign minister, and later the Emir of Kuwait, Sabah Salim Sabah. Those three leaders insisted that Sheikh Mujibur Rahman must. And the Pakistani did send an invitation and recognition to Bangladesh, and the plane came and took Sheikh Mujibur Rahman to attend the conference of the OIC in Lahore. From that, the relation became stronger and stronger between Sheikh Mujibur. But unfortunately, a year later, we lost the great leader of this country, Sheikh Mujibur. And that relation continued, didn't stop, because Sheikh Hasina came and carried the torch from her father, from what her father left, and continue on the same path. That's why we enjoy support from the government of Bangladesh. The OIC and the UN are doing everything they can, but Israel is turning their ears. They don't listen to anyone. They don't want to even discuss. The only request to the Israeli was, or demand, is just allow food, medicine, water, electricity, basic, and they refuse. Nobody talk about ceasefire. Nobody talk about stop killing. Nobody. Only insisting on providing the thirsty to give them water, the hungry to give them food, the injured to give them medicine. That's all. Basic. They reject. They reject all that. And they threaten that if the Egyptians, because that's the only have border with Egypt, they, they threaten that if the Egyptian try to send any support to the Palestinian, food, medicine, fuel, they will bomb the trucks carrying those items before it reach. To that level, Israel not only acting above the law, that we have exceeded that. We all agree on this issue. But they act against humanity itself. Absolutely against humanity.
Your Excellency, why Saudi Arab is not supporting you deeply?
So we cannot go deeper into the feeling of the Saudis. We don't know, but let's be frank. The Saudi Arabia, since we started our revolution, they fully supported Palestine. They supported us financially, and they never stopped. They
So
just-
they always try to solve this problem diplomatically.
sorry.
So they always try to solve this problem diplomatically.
That is true, and they're
They
still
are
trying. They're
supporting
still trying. I think
financially.
I heard the news yesterday that the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia he spoke on the phone with Erdogan, and he spoke on the phone with President Sisi. He spoke with several leaders in order to find a solution for the ceasefire of what's going on in Gaza. But finally, people have feelings, especially Muslim nations. They do have feeling when they see children are dying and women being killed and the people are suffering so much. So automatically they will react. They do react. We must understand also.
But they are not supporting
Look,
you.
the Saudi Arabia have made the initiative, 2002. It's called the Arab Initiative. Okay, and we went behind this initiative, and we still go behind this initiative. They made the initiative of the two-state solution, and they made the initiative that after the Palestinians will have their independent state, all the Arab and even the Muslim nation will recognize Israel. They made the initiative. So we are standing behind this initiative, all of us. So all we need to do, and I'm sure it should be happen like this, the Saudi will because they respect their own initiative, just to keep this initiative alive. The position, we cannot force people to support us or not. Okay, no matter who they are, we cannot force them. You see the picture and you decide. What we are seeing, according to my government, they see that we have the support from Saudi Arabia, just like we have support from other countries. But everybody has a way to show support. Everyone has a way
The
to
last
show it.
question, what's the position right now, Hamas and Palestine in this world?
Look, I am the Palestine ambassador. I am not the ambassador of Hamas or ambassador of Fatah. I am the ambassador of the state of Palestine. Okay, I'm the ambassador of the Palestinian people, all the Palestinian people. I agree with their ideology. I disagree. That is not the issue here. The issue is I represent everyone. That is the issue. It's a Palestinian resistance movement. Whether we like this or we don't, they are Palestinian resistance movement. They're not aliens. They have the Palestinian nationality. They carry weapons. They fight against Israel. Right? That is the problem which took place actually. It's like our government, which also facing some criticism, We want a peaceful resistance. This is what our President Mahmoud Abbas said, peaceful resistance. Because he believed that peaceful resistance means throwing stones and demonstrating and so on. Because the balance of power between us and the Israeli is huge. So if you succeed to hunt one of them, they will hunt hundreds on the other side. So he wanted to stop the bloodsheds, not because he's scared or afraid. He wanted to stop the bloodsheds of the Palestinian people. So it's resistance, peaceful resistance. The other side have different belief. No, it's only armed resistance because Israel only understands arm. This is the dispute between the two parties. They have their own way. The other side have. But all in all, I represent everybody. I work for everybody.
If we ask you what is your last point or last demand to Bangladesh or others, rest of the
I
countries?
said it. I said it actually for Bangladesh, mainly for Bangladesh, because you are two brothers to us, very two brothers. Just request for Bangladeshi government to really do its best with some of the main players to help to convince them that it is time to stop the genocide, the killing field taking place in Gaza. This is the most important part. And I'm sure government of Bangladesh will do everything possible to do their duty with our listening. Thank you.